Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Kryptonite Show. Your host Superman in the house. Man, we have had alpha day after alpha day after alpha day. Today is the biggest of them all, guys. Honestly, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Man, oh man, this is huge. I don't know what else can you say. We got alpha bombs dropping all through the show. It's going to be nonstop. Boom, boom, boom. Get your helmet on. Get ready because it's going to be smashingly good. And I'm not kidding you guys. This is going to be absolutely epic. So you can see in the title of the video, Richard Heart. Yes, the Richard Heart, the founder of PulseChain, the man, the myth, and the legend that defeated the SEC when no one else could, is got the magic cup ride on the menu. And, of course, he's talked about it very differently today than ever. We're going to get into that. And, of course, we saw yesterday 3 lots of 55.55 ETH come over. And, of course, that was exciting, almost, $450,000 or something. Today, of course, that has jumped up. We had another big parcel come over the bridge, 555.55 ETH. Things are getting real. And, of course, that number could scale again. You could add another 0 or 2 to that. That's going to be pretty awesome to see that over the bridge. Things are starting to move, guys. It is absolutely awesome. We got DG and Hexkin in the house there. LFG, absolutely. You guys got to get excited. I said the train is about to leave the station. We also got some pretty big news from Rack and Rochelle and CourtTVs, Claudia King. So pretty exciting about that. Of course, loves PulseChain, now onboarded to PulseChain. So Rack and Rochelle out there doing some good stuff. So pretty awesome. And a big welcome to Claudia King as well. And so, yeah, exciting times, man. Big famous people are covering PulseChain. We're getting big Bitcoiners and ETH people starting to talk about big PulseChain. They've got big followings on Bitcoin and ETH, recently decent big players. So things are really starting to ramp up. It is getting exciting, and you got to get excited. That's all I can say. We've been covering all the bullish stuff here on the Kryptonite Show, and you guys know if you've been tracking this show, you haven't really missed much. We've been covering it all. So exciting times. Now, big shout out to MVS out there, promotionally doing a great job as well. We're helping a lot of teams, right? Get noticed on PulseChain. It's exciting times. It's takeoff time, and teams are getting out and about. We've got some good quality teams, good products, good tokens, good people, and really helping to contribute to the innovation on PulseChain. It is really exciting, and so big shout out to all the teams that we've been working with. And, of course, MVS out there doing a lot of great stuff with them. So it's exciting times, folks. If you want to hit us up on promotions, you're running a team or token, let us know. And either hit me up or MVS, and we can help you out there. We are running the first full professional promotion service on PulseChain. And we've got networks that nobody else has got. So it's pretty exciting. I'm really, really starting to ramp that up too. We've only just warming up. We're just in week number 5, actually. So we're just warming things up. We've got a lot of big plans ahead, and I'm getting excited. PulseChain is going to be epic this bull market season, and you guys are all here at the right time, right place. Wookie's in the house there. Hey, good to see you, Wookie. Wookie's here for the pump. Yeah, boy. We got Hexcavator as well. Hey. This Hexcavator is here. Never fear. We got PulseChain in the house there. Can't get a much better name than that, can you? A big shout out there. Holla, holla, holla. Absolutely. That's from my channel, by the way. We got the Kryptonite Show. Holla, holla, holla. Yeah. And we got the Superman Crypto. Holla, holla, holla. Big shout out. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels and on X Live. And, of course, I've got to actually get you guys to repost, right? So let's do that. I'm going to repost the show and definitely share it around, right? That's the biggest thing you can do is to share around. If you want to get people to get daily updates on everything happening on PulseChain, what's hot and what's not, and then definitely share the show around, right? So share show on X. That'd be cool. That share show on X, and let's see if I can get my spelling right today. And bam, let's go. We got a TA Guru in the house there. Hey, Brennan, good to see you. Big shout out there to Brennan, of course, one of our moderators, doing an amazing job there. Hexgrade as well. What Wookie said is awesome, which is what he said was here for the pump. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What else there? We got a couple other comments here. Craig Pitt in the house. Hey, Craig. Hope you're doing well. Hi all. Always a pleasure to see Craig in the house. And we got Fast Abdul here. He's here for the tech, but of course he does a bit more than he launched Ink Printer, right? And that's been doing extremely well. One of the four liquidity forks that we have on PulseChain, killing it, crushing it there. Big shout out to Fast Abdul. And of course, Brennan says, keep sending parcels. Woo! What parcels are you talking about, guys? You're not talking about Macron's a little white parcel, are you? Hope not. Definitely press the like and share and hit the X post, that's for sure. And that's the show there. So just take a moment and share that around on X. That really does help, guys. And of course, smash the follow button as well on X and on YouTube. That'd be really, really great. All right, so get out there and share the show. Now, we've got some stuff to talk about. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, man. This is exciting times. Let's not muck around here. We've got some exciting stuff happening, and we're going to get straight into the show because the alpha bombs is about to they're about to drop. It's incoming. We've got the sirens going. In fact, the siren. Let's get some sirens here. And some magical twinkles. We're rocking the DNV. Rocking the DNV. All right, so let's get into it without further ado. Here we are on X, of course, and on the Kryptonite Show profile. That is the little picture today, which I think is pretty good, right? You can't beat the Magic Carpet Ride. Richard Hart is signaling it. Richard Hart signals Magic Carpet Ride. 555.55 ETH came over today, and it's a $1.5 million basically. And we got CourtTV Claudia King loves PulseChain. That's from Rack and Rochelle dropping that alpha there. So nicely set there. Very exciting. Now, the one thing I want to talk about, of course, is a battle royale. You guys know it. Now, yesterday we covered Mitchie, and today Mitchie's on the list of the Richard Hart tokens. So Richard Hart meme coin poll, battle royale edition. We got Mitchie versus Top Hat, which is from who? Crypto Coffee, the biggest influence on PulseChain, I would argue. And then we got Ricky as well. Ricky, of course, the original meme coin, well before Pump Tires came out. And then we got the old King token there from Gugard. And man, is he crushing it out there on X. Now, if you want a role model how to promote your project, you got to get out to some of these projects here. They're amazing. King Gugard on King is crushing it. And a big shout out to IC33 crushing it out there as well, doing some amazing stuff. Ricky, Mitchie, and things like that. It's going pretty awesome. And of course, good old top hat there from Crypto Coffee recently launched. So the ballot is on. It's a 3-day poll. So this has got a while to run. And we got more stuff happening with this poll. So get out there and vote and share it around. At the moment, this is just a moment. We've currently got Mitchie Dog in the lead, 58.7%. We got Top Hat from Crypto Coffee. Their community's got to come out and do some stuff, man. 10.7%. We got Ricky Most Wanted. This is the original one before the most tokens. So Ricky is the original, and that's up 21.5%. It's got some big influences behind it. And then we've got a King Alien there from Gugard, absolutely crushing it out there. So this is early days. We've still got about 2 days left on this poll, maybe slightly more. And so this is going to be huge. A lot more people are going to be seeing this poll in the next day or two. So get out there and vote and play your part there. Share it around because Richard Hart is the man, the myth, and the legend. And these are pretty much the top meme coins in the Richard Hart space. Now, there probably are 3 or 4 other main Richard Hart tokens, but these ones here have got very active communities. And I think I like where they're heading. I like where they're heading, right? So definitely get out and repost that. So I'm going to post this poll. Richard Hart meme coin a poll, and share that around. That's all I can say. Share it around. Bam. Is that the one? All right. Looking good. We got Brennan says white parcels are exempt. Apparently so. Says Macron. Says the French president Macron. How many? Anyway, that's it. We got that is Richard Hart meme coin poll. Share that around and get and vote. Firstly, vote and then share it. Vote and share. That's it. Vote and share. Vote and share. That's all we care about now. So get out there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's vote. Yo, let's vote. Oh, man, we're going to have a fun show today. All right, so that is it at the moment. Let's see where that poll goes to over the next 2 days. Pretty exciting where that is heading. Now, I do have some other comment up here as well. So we got the cool things. If you want to join the socials, here are all the socials on the pin to the top of the profile is the Kryptonite Show links there. So you can join up on X. You can join up on Telegram. That's free. You can catch on YouTube. That's free, of course. And then, of course, if you want to get into our alpha stuff, right, this is the next level, our premium content, join up the Strategy Club. I honestly get in there. I've got a top 10 in there. Everyone wants to find out what it is, but you got to get in the Strategy Club for it. And that is only $35 a month. I produce a monthly report. I always updating there with alpha and intel about what is hot coming up. So definitely get into the strategy club. Links in the video description. It is only $30 to $45 a month. Super cheap. Some people are charging thousands of dollars for this stuff. I'm giving it to 35, and I'm here every day looking at this stuff, right? And I got a lot of great people around me that give me a lot of great ideas as well, because we got eyes everywhere, looking everywhere. So get in on this one. The community membership is $12.50, and that is per month. So get in on our Discord. We've got 1,100 members. You can become a part of our community. Now, people are the end game. Let's build a shining community on the together, and that's 100%. That's kind of the ethos of the channel. So check it out at the moment. That's kind of it. That's kind of my updates today. We're going to get into the stock market, though. Let's go. Let's get ready to rumble. And the stock market today, S&P 500 climbs as cooling inflation keeps tech rally intact. It is exciting to get that cool data out there. Cool. We got the Dow Jones at the moment down 0.6%, 270 points. Those are the top 30 companies. Industrial level kind of companies, that's at 42,140, but the S&P 500 is up 0.7%, 42 points to 5,886, and more importantly, the NASDAQ with all the tech companies in it is up 1.6%, so that's a really good day. Again, another good day. And the NASDAQ now up 300 points to 19,000, can you believe it? So looking pretty good there as well. US dollar pretty flat at 100.8 there on the index. And the key oil prices at the moment, $63.50 for West Texas crude and $66.50 for Brent oil. And they're kind of, slightly mixed there at the moment on the gain. So not too high, not too low. We got gold at the moment is at $3,248, pretty flat as well. Silver at $33.07, pretty flat also on those commodities there. Now, obviously, we were looking for inflation data. And this is what helps, it does move markets sometimes. The latest consumer PCI data there released Tuesday indicated the inflation remained contained. That is good news for us, for our rally. Even as economists assess the impact of rapidly evolving U.S. trade policies, the headline consumer price index grew by 2.3% in the 12 months to April. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I mean, the target's kind of 2%, right? So that's awesome. Compared with expectations that it would match March's pace of 2.4, was the lowest rate of inflation since February 2021, shortly before pent-up pandemic-fueled demand and supply constraints led to soaring prices. Now, the one thing I'll talk about, core inflation, which strips out volatile items like food and fuel, also rose by 0.2% on a monthly basis, below the 0.3% expected, and is at 2.8% annually. So actually, inflation is not, if we contain it under 3%, we're actually not too bad, right? And I think the US should move its policies. I'm not actually sure what Trump's got in mind for that, or the Congress, but we have a 1 to 3% range here in New Zealand. I think that's quite appropriate. So let's see whether America moves to that, because if that was the case, America would be within that range, right? And of course, we got the Fed there playing political games, I think, with the interest rates, and should really move it down from 4.5 down to at least 3.5, if not 3%. To really find it, odd that they're doing that. So it does seem politically motivated, in my view. They pretend they're neutral, but they're full of Democrats, right? So let's see what happens. There are no signs of tariffs pushing prices yet, said Morgan Stanley. Just days after the US and China agreed a trade deal, well, at least in principle. Washington agreed to substantially cut its elevated tariffs on Beijing to 30%. So there will be a bit of a floor or premium to access the US market and rebalance trade. After they were raised to at least 145% for President Donald Trump, China, meanwhile, said it would slash its levies to 10% from retaliatory 125%. Both countries also said they would suspend the tariffs for 90 days. So that's the context at the moment. US will also bring down tariffs on lower value products imported from China, further cooling the trade spat. So they're not really looking at a decoupling of trade, but rather, although I think there's going to be some serious diversifications going on. But obviously, America's going to import a lot of manufacturing resources and also get new suppliers through a lot of these new trade agreements. I think that's kind of inevitable now, and it's good and healthy for the US to do that. China, on the other hand, will have to shift its economy from just manufacturing into more consumption-orientated economy, and of course, that potentially could give more power back to the people. And of course, they've pretty much been a service sector manufacturing kind of economy. Let's see if they can move into consumption like the US is. So yeah, that's kind of where it landed. That's probably why they made such a decent deal so quickly over the weekend on that basis. So that's kind of some of the key outtakes there. Let's get into crypto. Are you ready? Are you ready to get into crypto? I don't know. Are you ready? Let me see. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. All right, so we got crypto at the moment. We got crypto at $3.51 trillion. Still a tiny little, weeny, teeny little market cap, really. 3.5 trillion. We got, we got derivative markets in quintillions, right? So I don't know, it's still pretty small. So 3.5 trillion. 10x here to gold. Let's say we're up 0.2% today. So we're still early. Can you believe it? We're still really early. That's crazy. But we got tons of money coming. Money is coming into crypto like you wouldn't believe. It's going to be pretty epic. Now, we've got Bitcoin at the moment, 104,136, a nice little bounce back. A big shout out to our TA guru, Brennan. If you get into Discord, you're going to meet people like him. And here he is here right now. We know who Jerome voted for. Yeah, that's true. And so, we got Brennan's in the house there said, we got the old delay. Yesterday, of course, the stock market went up and crypto kind of pulled back. And, Brennan was just saying in the chat yesterday, it's always a day delayed, and it turned out to be exactly right. So big shout out there to Brennan. We got Ethereum there at the moment up 8.1%, so a big move for Ethereum today. And we're sitting at 2,679. Man, we were down, at $1,600 or something, $700, even lower. And here we are now at 2,679. And we did talk about this, a week ago, saying that we could double up in price in Ethereum within 30 days. That's how quickly the market moves in the opposite direction. And it definitely seems to be playing out that way. XRP at number 3 at the moment, up 2.4% at $2.58. Number 5 is BNB, up 1% at $664. Solana there is at $183 and is up 5.8%. So another good day there. And of course, a Dogecoin there at number 8 is up 4.9%. And Cardano or ADA there is up 2.3% at 83 cents. Finally, Tron at number 10 is down 0.2% actually, sitting at 27 cents. So those are your top 10 at the moment on CoinGecko. And let's have a look at the best performer over the last week. Well, the clear standout there is Ethereum. Ethereum is up 48%. Woohoo! Let's give that a clap. Let's give a clap. We'll also give Brennan a clap. Let's give Brennan a clap there as well. I think it's due. I said to you, man. I said to you we're going to have a fun show because it is looking good, man. Look at these moves. This is what we want to see. This is just the beginning, man. This is just a taster. This is just you go to one of these fancy, private homes, the billionaires like Rack and Michelle, and you have these. They have little waiters come out and they serve you these little entree things. This is like the little serving openings there. Pretty awesome. We got Ethereum up 48%, but the next best performer is Dogecoin up 40%, and we got some other nice movers as well. Ethereum up, XRP up 20%, Solana up 25%, and of course Cardano there or ADA up 23%. So some pretty good moves in the last week there for the old crypto. Now let's have a look at the best movers in this week for the top 100. Well, we got Pi Network has been pretty outstanding after the rapid and massive sell-off. It has had a nice little rally recently, up 112% this week, 8.4% today, and it reached $123. Now, there is an argument, of course, of market makers and manipulators, and, of course, the big squeeze, right? You're getting these squeezes in the market. A lot of retail gets set up in those squeezes, right? But it's still holding up at $1.23. Recently, I think it was 2 days ago, it was up at like $1.50 or something. But that's had quite a bit of rebound. We'll keep a lookout for that. 60 million pioneers. How many are still around? 10 million, 12 million. We'll see in the data. There's definitely a couple of million around. We saw that on the Pi Network, Pi Day back in March. But yeah, they've got a big announcement coming up for Pi Network. It's coming out on the 15th, which won't be tomorrow for us. It'll be the day after. So that'll be a Friday for us when Pi Network's big news comes out. What will it be? A big exchange, a new big part of their ecosystem or platform, a new big partnership, corporate partnership. Amazon, who knows? Could Amazon be picking up? We will see. They've got a big name service, and we've seen some big names get called out there. So, yeah, let's keep a look out. They actually got some serious corporate stuff going. That's kind of where they're trying to head, right? So we'll keep a look out for that. Dog with Hat, of course, the big meme coin there, up 107%, and Pepe up 81%. And, of course, look at where they're ranked. Look where Dog with Hat is ranked right now, 95. So what does that mean? Well, it's moving now, and it's one of the big ones. If it's 95 now, at the top of the bull market, where will it be? Where will it be? Let's have a look. Let's take a little look. Well, it could be really high, right? Top 30, top 20. Let's see. Let's see where these meme coins go to cycle. Are they going to displace some of our top 10? That's the other question you can ask, right? So there we go. We got Pepe at number 31 at the moment, up 81%. But that dog with hat does look tasty. Does look tasty, doesn't it? So those are the top three. We do have some others though. Athena up 66%. The Theta network's been performing really well. Definitely something worth looking out for, right? That's up 51%. We've got Floki there as well, 50%. Another one there that's at number 96 could be another big mover. So if you're looking for some blue chip memes, think you could think about that one for your portfolio. We're still early, right? Yeah, kind of cool. Then we've got a lot of ETH type protocols. Arbitrum, Rocket Pool, a lot of ETH protocols dominating. Look at all those ETH things. Look at them, one after another. Oh my goodness. All right, so those are kind of the play at the moment. Let's have a look at what's trending, or top gainers at least. We've got Launchcoin on Believe, 238% on that one. So maybe we're checking out what's going on there. Maybe just a one-dayer. Who knows? Check that out. We've got Gooncoin there, 163%, and Baby Boom Token up 98%. So we've got a couple of movers there. And on trending, we've got Launchcoin, of course, Sue, and Griffin there as well, trending in there at the moment. So that's kind of the overall crypto. But let's zoom down. Let's zoom down on the old Bitcoin. And let's go full screen, shall we? Let's go full screen. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go full screen mode. FOMO mode here on full screen. All right, so that's kind of where we are at the moment. We're at, where's the rolls here? So we've still got our golden cross continuing on for another wave. We are looking pretty good. We've got the trade deals being announced. We've got President Trump at the moment over in Saudi Arabia having a king's welcome. And it's doing very, very well there. We've got all the tech gurus over there, Elon Musk and others, making big speeches and, pretty fancy stuff. And a big partnership with the Saudis. Looks very, very positive. We have seen the Saudi Arabia moderate, right? The king is definitely slowly moderating the country from the extreme country it used to be, and it's setting for prosperity. They're also looking to move from oil into new technology and other things like that, because obviously they want to future-proof their country for generations to come. And so we're seeing some pretty positive stuff there, and really, really cool. Now we're at $104,000 at the moment on our Bitcoin, and we are slowly ticking towards July the 4th. You guys know that's when the Trump strategy needs to be put in place, and that is 51 days from now. So the foundation for Trump's strategy is, moving pretty well. We've got the trade deals, the World Trade Order being reorganized. Trump, China's come to the table, it looks like, and we've got the big tax bill going through. That's going to be huge. And of course, we have a few little issues around that as usual. And then we've got deregulation and leverage to be put in place as well. Those are the three-legged stool strategy from Trump. And once that is, the foundation for the golden age of America is in place. 4th of July, key date there. And we may very well see on the 9th of July a big announcement there is possible as well, in my view. That'll be, I think, pretty exciting there I think that's the Monday too. That could be pretty exciting. Keep a look out. 4th of July, Trump strategy in place, and then it's game on, right? Game on. More money coming into the U.S. economy, investments on a scale never seen before. It's going to be a ginormous. I don't know how many tens of trillions of dollars, what I'm expecting. Tens, maybe. I don't know. It could be into hundreds of trillions. It could be something like we've never seen before going into the US. I don't know. They might have to print some more money. But that is kind of where we are at the moment. This thing is working like a dream. Now, just obviously, you've got to ignore the mainstream media. They're all globalist Marxists. So you just ignore everything they say. Just don't even watch them. Tell your friends, stop watching it. Stop watching the propaganda. Just tell them to do their own research, for goodness sake. And they'll be better off. Now, we got some big news there from Michael Saylor, of course, and the strategy, Bitcoin. Look at this thing, man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hot doggity dog. I might go back to the other view for this, actually. We got Mr. Token here. We got MSTR price, $421. It's up $16 to 4% today. And look how much Bitcoin it is holding. Crazy. Look at that stuff. 568,840 Bitcoin. OMG. Look at that thing. That's huge. Now, remember, there's only about 19.8 million Bitcoin out at the moment. There's only ever going to be 21 million. And, of course, the last one there comes out. A little bit of Bitcoin comes out in 2041. So that is the play. Now, look at this stuff. This is absolutely exciting. 3-month return, 30%. I mean, these things are blowing minds. And, of course, you guys know the current market cap, the current price of Bitcoin at $104,000. Michael Saylor is calling for $13 million. And that's his mid case. His basically base case there, $30 million for Bitcoin by 2045, and here we are at 104,000. So you can kind of see the vision these guys have, and we know there's going to be a massive re-rate of a Bitcoin over the Trump era. With the golden age, there's going to be a massive re-rate. In particular, we're expecting some pretty aggressive stuff right into Q2 next year. But I think we might see something different with the old crypto profile, assuming we don't have any global wars, right? This assumes we don't suddenly get an invasion of Taiwan. Just remember that. So anything that's not of global, catastrophe, it's game on. Now, remember last time they pulled out the old, I better not say it, the old C word, the one. I'll do the date, February the 20th. A weaponized thing came out. You guys didn't connect the dots. Right. So the assault there, these guys are willing to do anything. Just remember that these guys are willing to do anything. Remember that. So there's nothing off the table for these guys. But anyway, we're back here in the positivity. So we're at $104,000 on Bitcoin, and look, 568,000. It's crazy, strategy there for MSTR. So pretty awesome there. BES return 3,300%. 1 year return 238%. I mean, this thing's operating like a bomb. Unbelievable, right? So yeah, $126 billion. It is crazy in value. So yeah, keep going. It's pretty exciting where it's all heading. All right, so that is the old Mister there. If you guys want the site, I'll post the site in the chat there if you guys want to check it out for yourself. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely a massive holder of Bitcoin and a massive investor. They keep buying, right? They're going to keep buying for years. The old strategy there. What else? We got a couple of comments in the chat here. Let's see who's jumped in there. We got Wookie's posted the Strategy Club membership. Definitely join up to that. $35 a month. That is super good value. We're posting all the alpha, and like people are trying to get the top 10 list that I've got. You got to get in there to get that. And of course, we do monthly updates. Tons of intel as it comes in. Definitely check that out. We've got lots more in store for Strategy Club too. We know who Jerome voted for. Yeah, that's right. I swear they're this all set up. They go to meetings in these clubs and stuff like that, and they just think how they can undermine America and take power and stuff like that. It's crazy. We got Utah in the house there. Just say no to mainstream media. Absolutely, Utah. And the more people off it, the better, right? The more people off it, the better. Looking explosive for PulseChain. Hope we get a Binance listing. Yeah, well, hey, look, Trev, that's definitely on, a lot of pressure being pushed on to those centralized exchanges. And, of course, now that, we defeated the SEC, there's nothing holding back, right? Great work, Suitman. I stopped watching the mainstream media rubbish years ago. Absolutely, Trev. We've got to keep working on the remainder, right? Maybe some of the older people, I don't know how many young people are watching that stuff, but, we've got to pivot these young people's way of being indoctrinated, right, by the progressives. Got to move them away from Marxism and all that sort of nonsense stuff and on to common sense. Back on the common sense. We got Crypto Utah in the house there. We are the resistance, as Alex Jones would say. That's true. That's true. Tortoise Johnny in house there. What is it? Emmett has begun. It has begun. Let me know what that means. It has begun. Something's begun. It has begun. I'm just trying to read the pulse, the bull market. Something like that, TJ. Let me know what that is because I'm sure it was something good. Fat Sammy in the house there. Hey, all. A big shout out to Fat Sammy and the Pulse Bitcoin community. Big shout out to you guys. Get out there and crush it. I know you guys have been ramping things up lately, Fat Sammy, and now is the time, right? Now is the time. And of course, hit MVS up and I up. We're doing professional promotional work on PulseChain now. And maybe we can work something out there. We got TJ says it has begun. That's true. That's true. We got. I'm looking forward to Tortoise Johnny's comment now. We got the likes. Smash the likes definitely and absolutely 100%. Yeah, that's right. Now, crypto is a great place. You know why we like? Obviously, everyone wants to pump their bags in crypto, but the other thing is that it's an place, an opportunity, right, and freedom. That's the other thing about crypto. You are your own bank. I mean, especially in DeFi. If you're on centralized exchanges, yeah, it's just like a normal bank. You got to go big sometimes for your money, right? Go big. It's not as bad. True. It's not as bad, but it's like halfway there. And so yeah, you got to when you're your own bank, it's so much freedom in that. Responsibility for sure. But it is so good. All right, so that is the strategy there. Let's jump over to Ethereum, and of course Ethereum there, a late bloomer there. I was going to make a joke, but they got late bloomer there on the old Ethereum. And we're still in this death cross, right? Which is kind of the irony of it. But we're going up so fast, re-rating, that we're going to get a cross here sometimes. Of course, the 200-day moving average in orange is moving up. But we're going to get that. It's a $400 gap now. We're going to get that. Crossing at some stage soon. We'll probably have to a little eking up here. I think this is going to be quite aggressive though, guys. I think not for sure we're going to consolidate. I think we're going to really start etching up here because we've got so many trade deals coming, right? We've got the Saudi trip on at the moment. We've got this tour of Middle East. We've got a new sort of view, a vision for the Middle East. I think a lot of Arab countries are getting onto that train. And so I think it's going to be pretty exciting where that all heads. Bring it on. And so, we're closing this out. That golden cross, you can imagine when it comes, man, Ethereum's going to re-rate so fast, guys. It's going to be crazy. We're in the perfect environment. Really hard to see anything pulling us down right now from this golden run that we're going to have. Valencia's mainstream media has always been crap. Yeah. Even Walter Cronkite was a comment, says Valiant. That's funny. We got Brendan House that ETH bounced off the 200-day EMA nicely. It certainly did. And, Brendan's been calling this like a boss. Now, if you're not in our Discord, man, get in our Discord. We got awesome people like Brendan who's just so reliable with his TA. It's so good. As a thing. We were in Discord. We were watching a lot of these charts, and he's just like, oh, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. And it just, 90% of times it does. Maybe even 99. That's pretty high ranking there. All right, so we're at $2,686, looking really good, and of course we're well above the 200-day moving average there, 50-day moving average up as well. All right, so the 200-day is at 2,436. We're currently at 2,686, and the 50 is at 2,013. So really excited about where we're heading here with the old Ethereum, and of course off the back of the EIEP upgrades, and so it's game on, right? Game on. All right, I think we're going to get into PulseChain now, which is kind of the whole point of the show at the end of the day, especially today. We've got Richard Hart, Signals, Magic Cup Ride. We've got Alpha Bomb. Now get ready for put your helmet on. We've got Alpha Bomb drops coming. This is so epic. All right, so let's get into it. We got, I think I've read all the comments out, but get in the chat there as well. You guys know I love reading the chat. It's all about the community at the end of the day, isn't it? Let's get in there. Now we got the day is 733. We're in the year 3 now of PulseChain. Can you believe it? We just had our second birthday, and it's now the 14th. So we're in year 3 of PulseChain, and it just looks right. The market looks just so good. We got day 333, and we got the price of Pulse at quadruple 0405. We're up double digits, so we always like double digit days, 13.2%. We got PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0371, up 15.8%. And we got the old buy and burn sitting at 1.405 trillion. PulseX has been bought up and burned. We're now at 7.12% of the total supply, excluding the Origin sacrifice wallets that have been burned. And that's pretty exciting. We got incentive token there, $1.97. Man, that thing can move, can it? Up 22.9%. And I said to you guys, man, this thing just moves. We already saw a little taster of that. And here we are almost at $2, 22.9%. What a mover. And we got the total supply at about 55 million. We've only got about 2,600 incentive tokens emitting a day since we had the inflation cut dramatically. It is pretty exciting. So it's game on. It was one of the first signals of the of the Richard Hart moves, really, wasn't it? Or whoever's running that, inverted comma, whoever's running that. But it's pretty cool. We got Hex at the moment is at 9,500th of a penny, almost back to 1 cent on PHEX, up 16.1%, and the third best performer today. We got EHEX at the moment at 0.3 of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.25 penny. Can you feel it? It's starting to get game on, isn't it? We're about to re-rate, I think, fundamentally for the first time in a long time. We had that rally to 3.3 cents, I think it was. But I think this is game on. Do you guys feel it? I think so. I think it's looking pretty good. Fat Sam says ETH will move fast, not let retail catch up. I think so, Fat Sam. I think you're on to that one. And you were talking about that with me not too long ago, a couple of weeks back. Agree, Fat Sammy, says Brennan there. TA Guru in the house. All right, so that's kind of where we are. Game on. Grab some while you can. That's all I can say. Catch, because it's going to run. All right, we got gas prices there, 1.8 million. Beats are pretty low, actually. It's not too bad. We're 3 cents for a PulseX swap at the moment. Obviously, that will go up in value relative to Pulse going up, right? So just remember that, the US dollar price. Validators at the moment, 45,944. So we're up like 900 validators. Wow, nice big jump. We're up 900 validators. That's awesome. And of course the bridge. So look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the topic of the day, right? Is the amount of money coming over the bridge today. We're at $101.2 million. Yeah, boy. To infinity and beyond. All right. Infinity and beyond. Fat Sam says, just got some Tetra and some MV as it's the gas fee for the Atropos ecosystem. Wow, that is awesome, Fat Sammy. Big insight there. Take note of that one there from Fat Sammy. Bought some Tetra before they launch. Woohoo! That's true. And of course, I'm not sure if they queued up for launch. I know that the dev said, Stu said that they're very, very close. If it launched, I've missed it today, but I'm pretty sure it's coming up soon. Pretty sure. We might check out on that. Let me know, Fat Sammy. Haven't been into Tetra today. The business index is going to Moon and Slingshot altcoins. Absolutely, TJ. Agree with that. And Trev there, mate, your POS plus kept me going even when we were so low, but I just kept buying, depressed at the time. Looks like we're going to make it again. Thanks, and still buying. Absolutely, Trev. That is the key. That is the key there. All right. So $101 million. We have got, look at EHEX at the moment. Because it's up at 0.3 of a penny now, this will re-rate real fast, So, we're at 100 million now. Think about 200 million in the future. That's kind of our next target. I think we're going to blow past whatever we had before very, very quickly. We're at 25.7 million in the EHEX at the moment. We got the EDI from Ethereum is at 22.5 million. So it's definitely gone up as well. We were down at, 20 million or so. And now, of course, ETH is rising. And so is Bitcoin rising in price. And it's game on, right? The one thing, can you see what else has happened here? Can you see it big enough? I'm going to have to zoom on this, guys. Let's see if we can zoom on that. Can you guys see what else has happened today? What else has happened? Well, Coast has gone up by another 200K. We finally did it. We were sitting at 9 million. Then we got like 200K increments to like 9.6 million. Then we stopped there. And I said, man, I'm looking out for Coast because I'm sure we're going to get a fiat boom over on the Coast Bridge. And here we are, jumped up today from 9.6 to 9.8 million. So we got money coming in from all directions. Isn't that awesome? That's a great sign, guys. We got money coming in from all directions. So this is pretty cool. So up and away. All right. So we got more DAI coming in. We got more Coast tokens coming in. More fiat currency coming in. Pretty exciting. And of course, we've got our stable coins right here, right? I still don't see Ink Printer here, so I'm not sure how fast to do. If you hit the Go Pulse team up, because you guys are still not on here. So we got USDL, we got PXDC and HexDC, the three liquidity forks. Missing Ink Printer there, and we got Coast as well. So we're slowly heading up. We're slowly heading up there. And what have we got there? 4.3, 5.3, 5.6, 5.7, let's say. 10, 5.7. So what's that? $15.5 million in stables, excluding Imprinter, which is not on here, which is pretty exciting, right? So not sure if Fast Abdul's still watching, but if you're watching, let us know how much is an Ink Printer. Maybe we'll have a look for it. So $15.5 million in native stables. And as you guys know, we're looking for PUSD algo, right? To launch from Jacob. So come on, Jacob. Come on, Jacob. Let's go. Now, he's obviously Fetch Oracle's out, so he could use that, but we're waiting for Signum, right? We're waiting for Signum, that's for sure. Just waiting for Tetra Valiant, says Brennan. That's true. Fat Sammy delays. Yeah. Well, I got an update from Stu the other day. I think it was Stu or Hans. Stu or Hans. And it was that fact that they had, I think it was Stu actually, that they had they had found the problem, they solved the problem, and they've been testing it for the last week or so. But he said it was very close. So I think they just want to be really confident, which is pretty important for two big protocols, Tetra and Signum Oracle. So yeah, I think that's wise, and I think they're just about there. I think they've got to be just about there. Tetra and Signum will be pretty awesome, Valiant, that's for sure. Tetra token is simple like a stock, says Fat Sammy. I like simple stuff, and I'm a simple man. As he smokes his stogie there. That's just smokes his stogie. All right, very cool. Fat Sammy says Signum is an amazing addition for sure. Yeah, as the Oracle, and of course we know PUSD algo is waiting for that, right? So that's pretty stuff there coming up. Now let's jump over to the PulseChain markets and have a look at what we got. So we've jumped pretty well, right? The last couple of days, we're up at $30.8 million in volume today. Pretty exciting. I think yesterday we were at 28. I think we're 28, so we might be up about 3 million here. And we got the big movers, right? So the big movers on the 24-hour default view here on the Deck Screener. We've got some new tokens. We've got Berry here. We've got Berry is at up 16 hours ago, so it's kind of climbing. Let's have a quick look at that. I'm not sure if it's related to anything in particular. This looks like much more stealth streamline attack bear. This one looks like he's been eating more. I think he's a Berry bear would beat the Louis Vuitton bear in a fight. So there we go. We've got a little picture. We've got little pictures there with that. So that is Fairy Bear that's just been launched. Now, I'm not endorsing any of these tokens. We get new tokens every day. Just take that into account. 5 days there. Surf is up 73%. We got Your Mum, been around for 6 days, up 63%. We've got this X token with the funny languages there. I'm sure that means something. Maybe I'm not sure what language this is. Let me know if anyone knows what that sort of symbolic thing that number means. We got 58.7% on that one. We got FD Treasury Bill. So I think this is probably part of the USD, XUSD ecosystem, maybe. Let me know in the chat there if you guys know. 58% up there. Now, the big mover is XGame, right? And you guys know we have been pumping XGame. We love it. And look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hot doggy dog. XGame is up. That's where we go. Hey. Anyway, so join our Telegram group because we've got the first dedicated community on XGame. We knew this thing's going to be huge, mate. This thing's going to be massive. It's also got one of the two biggest whales behind it, right? Firewhale. It's his baby. And man, this is going to be fun. Now, this is a pump tires, right? So there's only 1 billion of it. He got 82% of it. So just think about that. So you got the big firewhale behind it. He owns minimum 82%. He may be buying more. All right, so that's the thing. And the XGame casino is coming, a big decentralized casino with the viral games, right? With big referrals and big marketing. It's a pretty easy choice. I don't know. You guys decide. Not financial advice to you, dude. It's all that good stuff. But yeah, big pump today. Look at that. Woohoo! We're at 3,000. Now we're at 4,000. And we've been as high as 41. Yeah, 41. But hey, look, market cap still 4 million. And liquidity 159. 36K volume. I think this is going to be pretty exciting. So very, very cool stuff there. Now, if you guys haven't joined our Telegram, I'm gonna get the stuff because I don't think I put it in the video description like I was supposed to yesterday. I have to do that today. Remind me. I've got to do it. But let me get the link so you guys can join the first dedicated XGame portal, which is our community, right? It's our community for XGame. It's going to be massive, guys. It's going to be massive. All right. All right, so everyone's saying, when's the killer app coming? When's the killer app? Well, XGame could very well be that killer app, right? So that's the thing. You got to place your bets. That's all we can say. Place your bets. But there's XGame portal. Join up today and become part of our awesome community, the first dedicated community. And we have everything. We've got all the news coming in there, price feeds, videos, lots of stuff's going to happen in there. So join up. It's the place to be. Who else is jumping in there? Join the portal, says Brennan. Absolutely join the portal there. All right, so let's get into the next section. And I'm just going to delete some stuff here. Let's delete that. All right. Now, I look forward to seeing you in the XGame portal there. So this is rocketing like the DMV. I keep saying that just because I love it. I don't know why. But we got Missile at the moment. So this is our first printed token. This is the top of the mark, number 8. Missile there up 30%. Nice little bounce there. That's also on our free alpha list in our Telegram group. If you haven't joined the Kryptonite Show Telegram list, Telegram group, we got that's in the video description for sure. 26% on X here. Jupiter up 25%. Pulse Golden Ticket, which launched 4 days ago, that's up 24%. We got Firewhale. So XGame and Firewhale, you guys know, and Solid X, there's 3 pump tires. Firewhale is the third one. But this is a little different because he only held 55% of this. For Solid X pump tire and XGame pump tire, he held 82%. But Firewhale only had 55%, I think it was, of his own token. So this one here has the most retail ownership. Let's put it that way, up 24% today. What else there? We've got Hex, pump tires Hex up 23%. A Ring, the one meme to beat them all. And of course, they're up 23% there as well. We had Teddy there in a minute, but Teddy do you see that? Did you see Gut? Teddy just flew away. It was sitting there and it flew away. That's crazy. All right, so yeah, market's moving pretty hardcore. We've got Doubt Token at the moment is Incognito, up 22%. Doubt Token up 21% there as well. Another pump tires. Ink Printer. So we're going to talk about Ink Printer, all right, from Fast Abdul. And it's ticking away there. It's at just under 1 penny at the moment. And it's got a market cap just under $1 million, 109K liquidity, and $1,200 volume for print.ink. So there we go. The old Ink Printer there. Let's quickly check the website here of the old Fast Abdul. And this is the Ink Printer here. Liquidity fork, right? Full liquidity fork that unlocks the potential for INC. So it uses ink token for collateral. That's pretty much it on that one. So that is it. You got to connect your wallet, of course. That is ticking away. What else we're going to say there? Let's quickly check the X here as well. Wasn't planning on doing this, but we're doing it now. We're doing it now. Yeah, Ink Dollar there. That's what I was like. Ink Dollar. All right, so let's pick that up. And let's go back one more step here. And we're going to come back and check that on Ink Dollar. So we got PMX 500 is up pretty well. Oh, actually, we got Top Hat here. So Top Hat is on our poll, right? We talked about our poll before. Go and vote for Richard Hart's top meme coin or most popular meme coin. It is Top Hat's on the list there. And of course, up 20% there from Crypto Coffee. Big shout out. We got PMX 500 is up 20% as well. Phoenix is up 20%. So we're on double-digit growth everywhere, guys. We got finally Teddy Takeover. This is up 18% as well, looking pretty good there. ETC up 18%. Pump Tires itself, the main token for Pump Tires, Richard Hart, of course, platform, is up 17.7%. Lady Gaga is up 17% as well. Teddy Takeover there. What else there? Most Wanted is out there as well. So that is up 17%. What else we got going on there? ALGO there on the back of Hex, that is up 16%. So we just got double-digit gains all across the board. It's fantastic, right? We got the old Thaler there. That's from the Mona Lisa ecosystem. That's up 16% as well. We got APC Pine up 15%. Time Dividend is up 14%. I think this is going to run away, this old Time Dividend. Honestly, I think it's going to have quite the moment in the bull market. So, it's still pretty healthy here at a quarter of a penny. But keep a lookout for that. It's on the weekly chart, by the way, because it's got such a long data series. But, man, this thing looks like it's really going to do pretty well in the future there. And, keep a lookout for that. It's doing about a 6% yield at the moment, but I think that will probably rise as well, earning time dividend money. All right, so there's the Mona Lisa there. It's up 14%, part of that new ecosystem tied to Teddy Bear as well. And we're seeing a lot of influence there. Gas Station, another printer token from OG Web Chef, up 13%. Oversold, up 13%. Trump token there on the memes, also up 12%. Finvestor from OG Web Chef, up 12%. Then we got the old Pump Tires Die. That is up 12% there. Sparta is up 12% there. 9mm. So look how far the DEX is down at number 70 for the DEXs. But keep a lookout on the DEXs, guys. You guys know they run when the market starts rallying. Everybody prices in the volume in those. So just take note of those. We've got Remember, the new one. I think that is up 15%. Pulse Puppy up 11%. BBC from 9-inch token, not 9mm, but 9-inch is up 10%. That was doing pretty well yesterday, if you remember. Gophers there, the 404 contract from Dipcatcher, who's now doing Hexflex. That's up 10%. And we got Missile there, printer token, Best Everything, another pump token up 10%. So those are all the tokens. We got how many on the leaderboard here today? 76 out of 100, over 10% again. So sign of things to come, no doubt. Nice sign there. We're down the bottom here. We've got Sun Mini Mule. It's up 9.6%. Now, this is supposed to be launching, right, this week, I think. So we're expecting it to launch, I think, this week. So maybe by the weekend. I haven't seen any update today. Not aware if they've put anything out at the moment. But Sun Mini Mule, that's the big on-ramp, right? They're going to be having multiple on-ramps going to PulseChain. So that's a heavyweight protocol for PulseChain that's in development, right? So it's just in the beginning stages. But definitely that's going to be pretty exciting. 7.3 cents at the moment. So keep a lookout for that. Teddy Bear OG there from James Maria, up 9.7% as well. We got Up Token there from Haunted. He's doing great guy out there, 9.7. He's got other things like Validator X and things like that for validating Pulse. Gas Money printer token Frank there for part of the Mona Lisa ecosystem, up 9% there. 9-inch, this is the other DEX, right? So it's sitting at number 3 on the list on DEX Screener. 9-inch there, slowly pushing higher. So that's pretty cool too. And looking pretty nice there. What else we got in the chat? I'm going to go to chat in a minute. We got Dominance, another printer token at number 91. It's up 7.5%. So everything is green, just about. We got just about green across the board. We got GoPulse there sitting at 11 cents. We've got Beast, another printer token, $1.18. Really struggling to go off the bottom of there, but maybe just consolidating. We'll keep a lookout for Beast. A treasury bill down here, related into the XUSD team. We interviewed them like last week. It's up 0.5% there. Solana Pump Tires up a third. And then finally, we got Lil Peppy Pump Tires down 4%. We only got one down in the top 100. That's what we like to see. But we like to see 100 and 100, right? So we're close. Let's see what that drops off. We get another green one coming in. Come on, let's go. It's 100 to 100. 99 out of 100 is not too bad. So kind of cool. What else there? We got Brendan says, join the portal. Absolutely. ETH side, Pulse Bitcoin chart. Take a look. So if you guys haven't checked out Pulse Bitcoin on Ethereum, have a look there as well. And MBS DM on Telegram. Absolutely. So if you're watching MBS, hit up Fat Sammy and see if we can do some promotional support there from Fat Sammy's team. All right. That is pretty much it. Let's jump over into Richard Hart. This is the alpha. Are you ready? Get ready for the alpha. It's going to be crazy. So this is just bomb after bomb, guys. Let's go for it. without further ado, we got Richard Hart out there, of course, the leader and founder of the chain. In fact, I've just got to remember, I've got to come back here. We've got to have a slight delay because actually, no, I've got to stay here. Actually, let me go back. I've got to bring something in. Just let me do that. Let me do that first. I forgot to do it. My bad. Let's see here. Have I got it? Yeah, this is the one. All right, so this is going to happen pretty fast. It's going to happen pretty fast here, but this has got to be played. I don't know. Let's. I'm going to try and pause it, but I'm going to try and pause it. Let's see. I'm going to pause. All right. So let me cue this up. I don't think you guys can see it. Tell me if you can. Can you see it? You probably can now. But let me play that in due course. All right. So Richard Hart, we're going to talk about that. But what first I want to do is I want to do the post that he pushed out here today. So Ethereum, he says, Ethereum, you might be missing one. What the heck's he talking about? Well, the old Magic Carp ride Ethereum, right? This is the play. So he's got the strategic ETH reserve here, and he's got the amount of ETH in that, 790,000, $2 billion worth, 23 participants. And of course, what do you see here? You got Ethereum Foundation is at 265,000. We got Coinbase sitting below them at 137,000. What's missing? What's missing in there in the top strategic reserve? Well, you guys know it. It's the Magic Outride, right? The PulseChain. So that was pretty interesting. And Crypto Copy, who I interviewed last week, you can check out that interview on the channel. He goes, wow, 171,000 ETH in the PulseChain sacrifice wallet would put it at number 2 under the Ethereum Foundation itself. And that is correct. So yeah, that was missing that, which I thought was pretty interesting. So what is the Magic Carpet Ride? Well, it's all the ETH from the PulseChain PulseX sacrifices. And look, it got converted back in the day here, and you can sort of see the time zone here. And what happened? It got converted back in, I think this is March 2004. And look, it's had a ride. It's been on a roller coaster ride. And of course, everybody else knows about that roller coaster ride in crypto. But here, look, we had 171,000 ETH in there. And it was worth it was worth $645 million when it was converted over into Ethereum, right? And the entry price was $3,773. So we've still got quite a bit of work to do to get back to that. But as we pointed out, as we had Fat Sammy and myself and Brennan and other people pointing out, it's probably going to happen pretty fast, right? It's going to probably happen pretty fast. Yeah, Brennan says sack wallet. Yeah. No, I didn't say 2004. I didn't say that. I said 2024. Get out. No, that's whatever. All right, so hey, we're like brothers, we fight like brothers. All right, we got the current price at $2,700. So we've still got about $1,100, almost $1,100 to go to get back up to where it was. But look, we're climbing off the bottom. We're climbing at the bottom here. Portfolio value went down to 260. So we start off at 645 and we went down all the way down to $260 million. Is that crazy? Fat Sammy says Sack Wallet is second largest ETH holder after ETH Foundation, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, that's amazing. It's awesome. And so that is kind of where we are. We're climbing back up. And, it's going to all happen pretty fast, guys. So, yeah, we'll be back over that yellow line. It's the break-even line, right? We'll be back over that line in no time at all, I'm sure. So that there was what Richard Hart was pointing out. Pretty cool, right? Ethereum, you might be missing one. Strategic ETH reserve. So think of it from another way, right? Is Richard Hart for the first time saying, that the PulseChain ETH is a strategic reserve for PulseChain. When you think of it like that, it's kind of magical, right? It's like an alpha drop bomb. It's pretty awesome, right? So the cloud goes wild. I like it. Fat Sam says, watch ETH Bitcoin and then ETH Pulse. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be outgunning. It's gonna outgunning again. Yeah, we're gonna run. We are indeed. So yeah, very good insight there. So watch the ETH, the Bitcoin, and the ETH to Pulse ratios there. Very important. All right, so that is kind of cool. That was kind of neat, but it gets even better, guys. It gets even better because look who's responding below. We got the guy that runs it, right? So Fabda.eth says happy to get you guys on the list. So already got response there. Feel free to DM me or put me in touch with your team. So it was pretty cool. Now, Richard's already had 172,000 views on that post. And of course, that was from Fabda there. So I don't think it's going to take too long to get us back on that list there. I know some people have been posting out little images of us already on there, which is kind of the funny part, right? I'm not sure if we got some in the chat here following, but it was pretty hilarious. Our community is pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy community. And they're out there straight away. They've already fixed it, even if it's not really fixed. They fixed it there. Now, Fabda there did another post too. I'm just got to find that because it was pretty funny. Yeah, the strategic Ethereum reserve is going to snowball really quickly. So these are some of the heavyweights, right, from these communities, right? So it's going to be pretty epic on that. Respect to Eric Walzad. Yeah, I don't know about that. Going forever daring going against this army. That is true. That is true. A fool's errand, that's for sure. But yeah, he's been out and about there talking about us. He realizes he got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of replies from the PulseChain community and realized how amazing it is. There's no community like the PulseChain community, right? I mean, the engagement, the activity when we're on fire, and everyone's coming back. We're going back to full strength in the old PulseChain army, right? With full strength armies coming back. It is so exciting. We got Luna in the house there. Hey, gang, good to see you, Luna. like the profile pic too. ETH will blow your mind this run, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, it's going to be pretty insane, that's for sure. All right, so believe in something. We do. We believe in the PulseChain, believe in Richard, believe in ourselves, believe in the bull market. It's going to be pretty cool. Luna said what Fabda, DMKR, and Panos, and said he was adding PC to the list. Yeah, that's awesome, Luna. Appreciate that. We are scooping ETH at every chance. All the big money to Pulse will come from ETH, and it will be glorious. You should have capitalized the glorious there because that's how glorious it's going to be. All right, so let's move on. That is some of the alpha bombs just getting dropped. Do you feel the explosions around you? We got the bombs going off, and that's the magic carp right there. If you guys haven't got the site, I'm going to post it in the chat there. Save it to your favorites. Keep monitoring it because it's our little baby. Apparently it's the PulseChain Reserve now. ETH Reserve. So there we go. Is it Magic Cup Ride or is it the PulseChain ETH Reserve? You decide. But that is it, the link there. Save it to your favorites. All right. Now, if you want heaps more links, get into our Discord because we've got them all. We're all there. So jump into our Discord and join up today to our community. All right. Now, that's pretty cool. This is the original site. So if you're wondering where the original site for Richard's posters, that is it there. So I'll post that in the chat there too. Glorious, says Brennan. That's the one. That's the one, Brennan. That's how we roll. And that is the link there to the strategic reserve site there. So keep a lookout for this. Probably be no time at all. You will see pictures of it out online with the already included. But welcome to AI and the internet these days. That's all we can say. All right, so that's kind of where we are there. Let's quickly check out the next big alpha bomb. Ready? It's going to fall. We're going to Rack and Rochelle. Bam, boom. I'm getting blown up here. All right, so we got Rack and Rochelle in the house. He has been really ramping up his stuff, right? Investing, onboarding people, having think tanks, doing promotions, doing the highest of stakes, maybe version 2 coming. All right, so we'll probably talk about that. And he's been out and about, and he's just managed to onboard CourtTVs analyst Claudia King. So that's pretty cool. Claudia is now a PulseChain community member and prefers PulseX and incentive token. Claudia can be seen on CourtTV every Tuesday. She is CEO of the nonprofit, host of the Strong Enough podcast, and of course, there's just nice looking suit there as well. So there's a few little pictures here of Claudia King. Which is pretty cool. Looking pretty dapper. I love the old American blonde swirls as well. There we go. And look at that. Look at that setup. Hey, look, we need a studio upgrade. Anybody that's out there in the PulseChain community, we need studio upgrades. Look at the studio, man. Someone's running it. Look at all the buttons that they run. It looks like the old Star Wars too, with the buttons, like little buttons. Or the old Star Trek, actually. Maybe a bit more Star Trek-y. The original series. Push some of those. Look at all those buttons, man. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. So that there is a little bit. That's Rack and Rochelle watching the TV show. That's Rack and Rochelle there watching it in real time. Isn't that cool? We got some of the stuff. This is Rack and Rochelle's house. He's watching it on his TV. I love that. It's like we got this little cameras inside Rackham's big house there. He's just come back from his honeymoon. Remember that? And he's already back on the deck here as well. And look at his little game controller. He's a bit of a gamer. Look at that. He's a gamer. Yeah, boy. So not bad there. So that is a little bit of show. We're just onboarding more well-known people out there one by one. It's a big community effort there. So get out there and do some good work for sure. Now, we've got Mucus announced their Raby wallet going to integrate PulseChain back. Maybe we might see that, Mucus. It was a pretty odd decision for them to leave PulseChain behind. It was kind of weird. PulseChain community is the best community it been through. Yeah. Now, talk about that, Raby wallet. I mean, is Richard going to do the wallets? Is that coming up pretty soon? I think it probably will, right? Can't be too far away. Just seems like he's going to do that wallet now. And that was on his original roadmap. Do you guys remember that? We used to cover his original roadmap all the time, all the way to Hexco, right? All the way to Hexco. We shall see. It's probably changed a bit, but hey, look, it's going to be pretty fun to see what Richard comes up with next. Valiant says, nice, definitely nice. He plays PS5, says Brendan, PS5. Got the eyes out there. Fat Sam says, whenever your thoughts on Rackham, he is a good net positive, so Hexkins should hold back on gunning our own down, take the personal side out. This is Biz, and he is working for us 100%. And as you guys know, I'm a huge supporter of Rackham, have been for years. And it's pretty crazy stuff happened in the past, around the Saudis and all sorts of nonsense. People slamming their own bags, which I just thought was illogical. I was just like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? We're big fans, and he's doing some great stuff. Now, he does obviously was the biggest PulseChain PulseX sacrificer. Apparently, his wife is selling down some of her portfolio. I think we saw some of that today, but apparently that's not Rackham. So he says, I haven't sold anything, and if anything, he's buying and accumulating. We've seen him do that. That is comments he's made. So there we go. Rackham is an asset for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's doing lots of stuff across all the things, as we just said. So that is kind of cool. Big shout out to Rackham for that one. And, of course, welcome to Claudia King. That's all we can say. Big welcome there. And, like the suit there. Pretty awesome. See, look, Goo God's here as well. Goo God is everywhere. Goo God is awesome. And this is a great example of a great leader of a community doing a great job there. Goo God, big shout out. We've got MVS, our community promotions lead. So MVS is there too. So if you like getting good promotions, hit us up, myself or MVS, and we can help support your project token. The bull market's just ramping up, so the timing is perfect. And we felt there was a big need, right? A big gap in the market to have a trusted promoting service. And that's kind of what we're filling that role. And we've had extremely good feedback so far, like extremely good feedback. And we're planning to grow. All right, so that's kind of the call there from Rackham. Let's see if he's got anything else, actually. He's always up to stuff. So, dear future self, bet you're happy you bought all that ink now, huh? You haven't aged a bit, you handsome thing, me. He's talking to himself in the future. I think that's pretty funny. All right, so there we go. That is it. Looking good. Let's jump over to the big news, right? More bombs are dropping. More drums are bopping. I got to play some more drums. I need some bombs. I'm gonna get a sound effect with bombs for my alpha bombs. That's gonna be it. So we got another one. Got pulse alerts. If you guys haven't followed this, you should, because it gives you all the latest and greatest stuff here as well. Fat Sam says selling is part of the game. We need users, and he helps with that as well. Says Fat Sammy. We got hi Goo God. Yeah, Goo God doing a great job. We got welcome to PulseChain. We love you. That's true. And of course, that is to Claudia. We got have a few beers at the moment. It shows in my commentary lot. Well, a beer commentary is normally shows up quite drunk. I don't know. Let's enjoy the beers. I like a few light beers myself, to be honest. We are, especially in summer, right? Especially in summer and a barbecue. Oh my God, that's so good. We're finally heading in the right direction. It's all about, it's about to be party time. Happy to be on this journey with you, Super. We appreciate all the great content. I appreciate the high stakes, and much love back to you guys as well. Vanity says, a good day to be a king. Yeah, King Token and the King community. Amazing, and good God there. Great. It's definitely a good role model for the community. All right, so Pulse Alerts. If you guys have got Pulse Alerts, I'm going to post it in the chat too, because, save it to your favorites. Sharing is caring, all that good stuff. Brian says beers at the surf club. Oh no. Oh, he's going to distract me with the surf club because he knows my weakness is the eating at the restaurant and surf club in Australia. Oh my gosh. They have them everywhere. On all, I guess every beach has got a surf club with a restaurant, and it's just so primo. Oh man, it's like a dream. It's like a dream. I could imagine eating so many different type of foods there, Brennan. I better stop. Before I start, dreaming about it. That's the whale pulse there. Gives us updates. And we got some updates here today. Look, so we got get price updates about tokens that are going up. But look what is on the list here. Woo! No, let's come back to that. Let's look at yesterday's stuff, right? So yesterday Pretty sure it's down here. So yesterday we had 55.55 ETH, so $140,000 come over the chain, right? We had 1, and then we had 2, and then we had 3, right? And this account had also bought Pulse and PulseX in the past, right? And then we come up to today, and obviously we've got price things rising. But look what came in today. We moved from 55.5 ETH, 3 of those, and now we've got this other one coming over, 555.55 ETH. I mean, if that's not magical, what isn't magical? It's just the beginning of magic. It's just the beginning of magic. There's more magic coming. We know it. Now, some people online are like going, like dirty crypto says, fasten your seatbelts. It's so true. But look at that. Wow. 555.55 ETH coming over 1.4 million. Just the beginning. You know how much money these sort of millions can pump the chain, right? We're going to talk about some moon math. You guys want some moon math? We're going to do a bit of that. PDI to $1 is inevitable, says Brumana. Yeah. Brumana there, doing a great job. Big shout out to Brumana. And Toshi there, not big enough, send more. Well, it's coming. I think it's coming. A little teaser there. We've moved from 55.55 ETH to 555.55 ETH. What goes next? 5,555.55 ETH. It could be get pretty large, right? Get pretty large. We got we know we got 100 we got 177 what did I say 171,000 in the old Magic Up ride there we just looked at earlier. So pretty awesome. So yeah, we've got lots of people. We got Kareem in the house there. He's people might have forgotten, but our Echo is designed to pump. Let's roll. That's true. So yeah, night. We've got a lot of PDI people in there. We've got Hex Vida in there. Big X influencer there. Yeah, 44,500. She's right up in the top 10 there as well. So lots of people in the house getting excited about that. So this is just a fight. This is just this one post. So definitely we're checking out for sure. Brendan says PDI to $1 there. All right, so that's kind of where we're at the moment. That is some of the big alpha bombs. But let's think about some moon math around this. I'm not sure if I'm up to that yet, though. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about PulseChain news and talk. PulseChain Bridge is absolutely on fire today. It's shaping up to be one of the biggest net positive flows on PulseChain Bridge since the bridge launched 2 years ago. And, of course, we saw earlier we're over 101 million. I think this is a different index. I'm not sure where they're indexing this bridge value from. But this is at 45 million at the moment, up 6.7. This was 2 hours ago, so a different version of that bridge value. We go with the Go Post one, but obviously there's an official, bridge address. But man, it is heating up, right? It is heating up on the old PulseChain there. Yeah, Ian Heishness here, says what a lot of people are thinking, right? So we had 55.55, and when suddenly that was yesterday, we had 3 lots of those, and then we had today 555. Is the next one going to be 5,555? And then the next one, 55,555. I mean, come on, let's go. It's just the beginning. Yeah, I like it. So that was there from Ian Henish there. Big shout out to him. He's the big, what's it, boxing guy, isn't he? What is he? UFC fighter, yeah. He's 75,000 followers, so another big player there in PulseChain, doing pretty cool stuff. He does these little video clips, which I was going to do myself, actually, because I've been planning for a long time, and Brian's been encouraging me. I really need to do. I'm going to do one today. Why don't we do one today? And do one of those today, and that should be a lot of fun. I'll post that later on. I'm going to go outside for that. I'm going to go outside. All right, amongst the trees and the birds. All right, so that's kind of the play there on that one, and looking pretty awesome. Now, the thing I want to say about this is that the moon math's huge, right? So, if we get just I think it's like $100 million worth of value coming over the bridge potentially from Magic Upride, we're talking about, maybe 250 X's on like PulseX, that kind of number. On Hex, it's going to be like 450 X or something like that. So these are massive numbers, X, potentially. If you use the money in that particular fashion, it could be pretty massive. Now, obviously, typically you would wait for you'd try to create uptrends and parabolics in charts to maximize. So everybody, you want just not yourself with the big money coming on, but you want everyone else to jump on too, right? So that's where you get the mega uptrends, the bull market, all the parabolics running, right? So that is really huge. So it's going to be, it's going to be pretty epic. Hundreds of X's at least on the table, and you could see us getting to thousands of X's very, very easily under the right circumstances. So, and we all know where Richard's talked about in the past, PulseChain eventually going. Now, obviously, we've had a lot of challenges on the way, but it does look like things have pivoted for the bull market that we've all been waiting for very, 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 very patiently, for sure. Love the narrative of Pete. I still got no idea, but it's crypto. Anything is possible. That's true, Trev. Well, they the XUSD team there with Katie did close it down, didn't it? So we got the exploit dealt with, and it's game on, and it's got a fixed supply now, right? It's also going to have protocols coming up like modified Aave forks, like Better Bank. We're probably going to be interviewing the Nikki, the founder of that one. So that's coming up too. So it's got a huge community. It's definitely got one of the biggest communities on PulseChain and the most engaged as well. And of course, it's got your friend Somi, one of the biggest influencers in the PulseChain community. Backing it pretty full on, right? Brendan's in the house there. You're scared? You're scared, Brent? Your mind's blowing? Yeah. ETH over $2,700, says Wookie. Yeah, the market's on the move. We're just getting started, guys. Just getting warmed up. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. That's all we can say. Fat Sammy says Pulse Bitcoin will be forking Aave too. ETH side. That's a good move of Fat Sammy. That's a good news. Let us know more about that. And definitely hit up myself and MVS about that. Coming for a chat. We can see what promotional support we can help you guys out with. All right, so that is it. Let's jump into the next big news. And of course, you guys know we saw XGame moving up the line, right? And of course, we've got our own group, first dedicated group for XGame, and because we can see that it's going to be huge, potentially the killer app, at least one of the killer apps we're going to have on PulseChain in this cycle, right? Definitely got the right features for that. And so I think it's pretty exciting where that's going to go. Where did I post the link? That is the link there. So if you guys want to join, it's up in the chat there. We'll try and get the video descriptions updated to include XGame. I'll try and do that today. There we go. That is the link there. If you want to join up and become part of our community, you'll be OG. Get in there. And so that is kind of where we are. We know that they're going to be launching in less than 2 months. So this update came out. XGame will go live, but but before the launch, we're going to have a final testnet. So that's going to be XGame. Chance to play, feedback, and win prizes. Some prizes there. Don't miss out on that. To all Solid X holders who've stayed patient and bullish, your belief is about to be rewarded. There are some big surprises on the way. Trust us, this will be big. Now, these guys apparently have a big promotional game that's going to be played, and it's going to be exciting. You keep a lookout. This could be, outside of Rackham, maybe one or two other players. This will probably be having the most marketing promotion support in large numbers. So probably pretty large numbers, my guess, as this ramps up. This is a big vision from, one of our biggest whales, maybe top 2 or 3 whales on PulseChain from Firewhale, right? So a big deal. Don't slim shady this one. That's all I can say. Don't slim shady this one. Already done. A nice one, Fat Sammy. Big shout out there. All right, so that's XGame coming up, folks. Going to be cool. It's moving in the charts at the moment. And of course, the other big news, of course, more alpha bombs dropping is the highest of stakes finally said something that Fed said what we're all thinking, and that was if we made the highest of stakes 2, who is one person would have to interview and consider for the film and tag them. Now, let's create the ultimate thread for its story finding. Now, the one thing I want to say is that we want it to be, I think, pretty positive, right? We want a positive sequel. I always think of, like PulseChain Rising. It needs to be something that's an ascendance, right? That's going to be a huge opportunity for people to participate in. And so, I think if we can get something really good for that, that'd be great for highest stakes too. And obviously, there's good ways of doing that, right? So let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens. I also like the glamour and glitz. I think glamour and glitz is great. Everyone loves glamour and glitz, right? Fast cars and parties and things. I think that's cool too. Beautiful places. I think there's a lot of good angles there, and so that's kind of where I'd want to head with the second one. So let's see. And Moon King says, appreciate it, peeps. The number one PulseChain Schiller, the guy that has called all the top bangers, the man with the master plan, would 100% help out. There we go. I like that. So you got a lot of people in the house there posting stuff. So we got Charles Hodgkinson or Vitalik. I know Charles he's the one that said, PulseChain and all that's going down, right? But then of course Richard Hart bet the SEC. So I don't know if Charles is going to ever walk that back, but it's just the way it goes. I like Charles a lot, but we can agree to disagree, like big league time. So we got a lot of people putting their ideas in the chat there. So lots of different people then and fan clubs, people's fan clubs as well. All right, so that's kind of where we are at the moment on that. Look at Alien King there again, doing a great job as always. Good God there, smashing it out. All right, so that is pretty much it on that. Now, I did want to have a big talk about the Titanx quickly, so we're going to change it up a little bit. Brendan says, don't hide in the closet like Slim Shady. That's the one. That's the one. All right, so we're going to Titanx. We're an hour and 40 minutes. I'm normally at my max period, max time here, but we're going to quickly go through Titanx. We can see that Titanx still at 1,000, so it's been consolidated around this level, up 30% on the back of ETH, but still sitting at 1,000 there. So this is about to ready to go, right? This is kind of no-brainer. You're buying the bottom. This is kind of a no-brainer thing, right? And they got collateral backing with the ETH. That's massive, right? So this is the price in the daily. You can see we've come off the bottom. We were at 11.25, and we're now at 27. Recently been at 6 zeros, 3,000, right? So we're off the top of that. So this is a really good entry for here, a really good entry for Titanx. And let's have a look at the daily. This is the ratio to ETH is more important, right, than the price. And we're currently sitting at 9 zeros, 1,000. So it's just consolidated here at the bottom here. This is going to do some pretty insane things, I think, at the old Titanx. So you're buying the bottom. You can't do much better than that, right? See the chart? You're buying the bottom. So it's going to wave 3 is going to be even more brutal, I think, than this wave here because of the buy and burn and the ETH rally, right? The full-on bull market mode. It's going to be pretty insane. We've got Omni-Chain coming as well from Jake Sharp, and a lot of the teams are coming up, to do that, which is pretty epic. So this is going to be pretty huge. And a wonderful time to get in there as well. Now, if you want to get any more alpha, of course, jump into our Discord for Strategy Club on that. But we're going to talk about a few more of these. Dragon X, of course, also has a buy and burn, and that is the ratio has been climbing very well versus Titanx. We're currently at 16.3. Recently, we had a high of 16.4. This thing is really climbing and has already been on a bull run, right? You can see that already. It's already running already on its first parabolic. So it is doing pretty well. We were down at 6.4, and we're up pretty dramatically. Like I say, up at 16.3. So we're up at 2.5x on this in 55 days. And of course, you know that when Titanx runs, it's a leverage play, right? So Dragon X is a leverage play on Titanx, which is leverage on Ethereum, right, in US dollars. So pretty awesome there. And the buy and burns are turned off, right, which is pretty important. Let's go have a look at the Titanx value sitting in the V1 buy and burn. This is what it's collaterally backed by. How many tokens have a collateral backing like this? Now, I don't know exactly when or how he's going to use this. I mean, there's a couple of theories. That's kind of intuitive theories. I do believe he probably used some of it on the way. I don't think he's going to ever use all of it. He will also try and get back to positive mining as well. That way he can use even more ETH. But yeah, we're at $12 million at the moment, 4,452 ETH sitting in here, which is not bad. Compare that to the Magic Upright on PulseChain with 171,000 ETH. So pretty exciting here. Now, the supply stats at the moment, we've got 98.1 trillion in circulating supply, but the liquid amount is 66.4. That's the liquid amount at the moment. And the mining, I don't know if is it still on that page? I don't know if it's still on that page. But the mining, where's it? Buy Titanx. They moved it here. Mine, yeah. So the mining is negative 93% at the moment. So you're going to need quite a rise in price, but it's definitely doable. We'll see if this goes back to mining. But I don't know if anyone will actually mine that, relatively speaking, because you've got the leverage plays, right? Dragon X and Hyper and Hydra. Their buy and burns are turned off as well. They've got millions of dollars sitting in there. That's up 17% as well. They're also good plays. We got Volt, Inferno, and Helios. They're all top tier in this ecosystem, and they're all up 10-12%. What else? We got also Morpheus from Brandon, the big influencer, doing Titanx, and of course now into development. That's up 15%, so it's doing pretty well. That's going multiple chains as well with the old swap decks there. What else is pretty cool? Blaze doing not too bad. Element Tink Farm, of course, up at 3.7 cents. That's up to 13%. That's going to be a big mover. It's a big catalyst, a big farm, right? So that just like we see on PulseChain with the farms over there, that's going to be a big one here for Titanx. And we scroll down here. We got Uranus, the first Omni-Chain over to base chain. So obviously primarily it starts with Ethereum, but then goes Omni-Chain over to base chain. So Uranus is the first project over there that's doing pretty well. Of course, we covered that early on. And now we've got a lot of these other projects from the Dude with Helios and also James from Dragon. The Baby Dragon X on top of Dragon. They're all also over on base chain, and they're doing pretty well. Also, early days right there. So they're all matched over there with I think it's X28 is the ratio on that one. So look, I lost the chart, but the big ones coming up, of course, are going to be a Bitcoin Genie from Stevie D, the mad scientist. Arguably, I think possibly, maybe he is the best ROI tokenomics guy in the world. Possibly. He's pretty clever at it. Let's say that much. We got Taurus as well. That is coming up there. It's from Cryptographics. Also, another innovative way of buying. And so that could also have some pretty cool tokenomics that plays out. And so far on testnet, which launched, I think, yesterday or the day before, it is going very well. Now, talking about Titanix ecosystem, which I think, you're buying at the bottom. You can't do much better than that. And the potential is massive. We got some interviews with some of the teams. So we're going to have Cryptographics coming up. That's coming up as well. But before we have that, we're going to have Helios, right? So Helios is coming up. We're going to interview the dude, and he's going to reveal Helios's ecosystem's bullish fundamentals. That is coming up, and that is tomorrow. So this tomorrow, the same time of this show. And then after that, on Saturday, so 2 days later, we're going to have an interview with Cryptographics. Of course, one of the big PulseChain Titanix, influencers, just like myself. Covering both topics. Cryptographics has been amazing in the community, done great stuff. And so he's actually gone into his own product, and he's got Taurus Wealth Generator coming out as well. And just like Stevie D, these guys are trying to focus in on buy pressure and sustainable buy pressure, something that has tended to be the weakness of a lot of protocols, particularly ROI protocols. So this could be real groundbreaking, guys. So really looking forward to this interview with Cryptographics. That is coming up on Friday, US time, but Saturday, down under time, New Zealand, Australia. So that's coming up there. So 2 big interviews with 2 big teams from Titanix. You do not want to miss that. They're coming up as well. And like I say, if you're buying off the bottom, it's got to be pretty damn good, right? Pretty damn good. Now, pretty exciting stuff happening here in the whole ecosystem. It's going to run away pretty quick, right? That's the thing. It's going to run away pretty quick. We also know that Rack and Michelle, the big whale on PulseChain, apparently is over here on Titanix as well. So, buy low and then you sell high later on. Going to be a lot of fun. But, man, the journey is going to be quite epic, I think, on the way there. All right, so that is pretty much it on the old Titanix. That is the alpha for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that for sure. But if you check out on YouTube, you'll be able to get access to these streams. I'm going to post the link to the streams if you want to hit the notifications bell and be ready for those. They're going to be pretty big streams. You're going to hear all the alpha from both teams. And they've got tons of cool fundamentals in both those projects, heavyweights in the ecosystem on Titanix. So wait for that. It's going to be pretty awesome. All right, what else we got there? Brennan says Titanix has a nice size ETH buy and burn. It does indeed. And look, it's only going to go up, right? It's only going to go up from here. It's going to be pretty epic. All right, so we're up to 1 hour and 22 minutes. Can you believe it? What a show. We've got about 150 people watching. I really do appreciate everybody's support, everyone out there. If you're on YouTube, smash the subscribe button. Hit the share button as well. And, of course, tell your friends about the channel. Smash the bell for notifications. If you're over on X, just repost it. That's easy. Just do it now. Just go repost and encourage you, maybe even requote, and ask people to join and follow. If you guys love PulseChain Alpha every day, you guys know I'm pretty faithfully covering it every single day, sharing the journey with you guys. Then definitely join up today. And of course, we're checking out and a lot of cool projects that we've been covering on the chain as well, which are a lot of fun. And get into that poll. We got that meme poll at the moment, Rich Hart meme poll. Meme coin poll, get in and vote on that too. All right, I think that's enough for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will catch you again for tomorrow's show, which is going to be with the dude. And of course, we're going to be covering Helios there. And of course, we'll also hopefully do some market updates tomorrow as well. All right, until then, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next show. Bye for now. Peace out. Oh, you guys are still here? What's going on? You guys are still here. I thought I'd finish the show, but you guys are still here. Anyway, here's a little bit of alpha drop right at the end of the show.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment.
That's right.
Because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.
That's true. You could get a God mode candle at any time. That's true. I'm not lying. It's
you could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.
All right. Peace out. See you guys.